My name is elvazhxng and welcome to my YouTube channel. That's so crazy. Like, imagine me, Asian, illiterate, went to ESOL for 2 years, starting a YouTube channel. That's crazy. But this is my first video, so I thought it'd be cool for it to be like a get to know you type of video, like my origin, my experiences, how I got to where I am today, and maybe a little Q&A session at the end. Maybe. But yeah, so get to know me in 3, 2, 1, let's go. I was born in Queens, New York on November 12th, and as soon as I was able to ride an airplane, my parents shipped me to go live with my grandparents, because that's like the tradition in my family. All of my siblings, my cousins, everybody, we were raised by our grandparents until we were like 4 or 5, and then we came back to live with our parents. It's just the way it's been, because my family were like the first generation in the States, and they were still struggling to like make ends meet, I guess, and like pay for themselves. So like to relieve the stress from our parents, we lived with our grandparents who were more stable. And then 4 or 5 is like the age where they're like, it was like they had 4 years to get their shit together, you know. And so I was in China until I was like 4.5, and then I went back to the States with one of my parents' friends who was visiting in China. So she just kind of took me along with her back to the States, and I don't remember much from China. Like, I was only 4, and I don't really remember the plane ride back to America either. But my first vivid memory that I have is the car ride from the airport to the house, because that's the moment, like, my parents just knew I was gonna be a disappointment. Like, every disappointing thing can be tied back to that moment. Like, after this event happened, they were just like, can we turn the car around, like get our ticket back to China, like throw her away, you know, like make a new baby, like you need a whole new baby meme. Like, it was one of those, and I was like, throw the whole baby away. But like, so we were coming home from the airport, and we all, after a little moment in the airplane, we all piled into the car to drive home. And like, at this point, my parents had moved from New York down to Georgia, and we were living with my cousin's family, and we were, the two families were living in one house. And at this point, I've never been in a car. Like, I'd never rid a car before. Ridden a car. I think it's ridden a car before. Like, I lived in Wenzhou, China, and everything is so close to each other. Like, we could just walk anywhere. And if you couldn't walk there, my grandpa owned a motorcycle, and that'd be our main source of transportation. But so, oh yeah, the car. Like, we all piled into the car, and it wasn't even 2 minutes, y'all. Like, I swear to God, not even 2 minutes. As soon as my dad started driving and the wheels on the car like started churning, so did my stomach. Like, it was bad. And like, out of it, I threw all over the car, and that's my first vivid memory. Like, I don't even know why, because like, I can't remember like times after that, but I just remember that moment, because I think it was just like the look of horror on my parents' faces. Like, they were like, what the fuck's wrong with this kid, you know? But so after I had moved to the States, I was like 4.5, 5, and me and my cousins, we lived together for about a year and a half, and then my parents got their own house. We moved out. It was like the same neighborhood, you know, but like, we just moved out, so now we lived in 2 separate houses. I don't remember much from living in that house, but I was told that I was a bad child, you know. And I don't remember this, but my cousin told me the story. Apparently, like, we were showering together, and I was mischievous or whatever, and I like got soap in his eye, and then he started screaming. And then when his mom came into the room, I started bawling like, Andy got soap in my eyes or whatever. And then I got him in trouble, even though I was the one like who got soap in his eyes, like, um, and yeah, apparently I was a really bad child because like my parents would tell me stories about when I was in China, like I was spoiled too, because I would refuse to drink from like plastic milk cups, or I think that's what it's called, like what babies suck, and like the milk bottles. Like I would only drink out of the glass ones, and then every time I'd get mad at my grandparents or I was annoyed at them, I just like finish drinking my milk and then like throw the glass bottle to the floor apparently, and like they had to get me a replacement like every week. I don't know if that's like, it's probably true, like my parents told me, but like I just don't remember it. No, I was not spoiled. No, I'm not a bad child. I'm angel. But so that was, so I'm like 6 at this age, and we moved out and I started school. So I went to Jackson Elementary, Northbrook Middle, and then I attended GSST for a little bit. So that's about 10 years of school education. So 6 to 16, I was living at that house. And then my parents decided that they wanted to move to a different county, or they wanted to like look for houses and like move houses. I don't know how to explain that, but they just wanted to move, and they were looking at houses in different counties. So I knew that I was gonna move, but then I thought I can like finesse the system and still go to GSMT, because like it's a charter school, and one of the requirements is that you had to be living in Gwinnett County to attend the school. So like I wasn't really worried about it. I was just like, because I heard stories of like other people who don't live in Gwinnett but still go and like finesse their way. So I'm like, I'll just finesse my way too. But I said his name. Let's give him a name. Brian was just like, Brian finessed me, bro. I was finishing one of my summer classes at the school, and I got an email from the school saying like, hey, your final report card got returned. I need you to come talk to us, show us like your proof of residency. And so I did. I gave them like proof of residency of like our last bill from the house, and I just thought they were gonna accept it, you know, because like I was gonna already be a junior, and apparently like my luck, I couldn't finesse the system. And so Brian requested a meeting with me, and this meeting was set for 8 a.m. and then somehow his ass walked into the room at 8:40. So I'm not pissed. It's just like, how are you gonna set up a meeting with me at 8, make me wait 40 minutes just to tell me I'm getting kicked out? Like, that's the part I was a little bit mad about, but it's whatever. And his ass walked in with a stack of papers with like my new address, how much the house cost, when we bought it, the home, high school, and everything, with a little highlighter in his hand, and started like beckoning for me to come to talk to him. And then he just did like, you bought this house at this time for this much, and there's no way that you're gonna buy this amount, like you're not gonna buy this house and then just not go to and not move into it. Like that was basically his consensus. And so I was like, okay, you caught me. Like, what else was I gonna do? Like lie to his face? I was just like, yeah, but like I've already like been here for 2 years. Like I'm willing to make the commute. Like I was willing to make the commute for my education to like drive to the school. And he was just like, no, you can't go here. Like it's against the rules for you to attend, and like your home high school is a good school. Like basically just telling me to get the fuck out. And I was crying. I was like, GSST is, okay, it's not a shitty school. It's like, it does push you, but it's just like, because it's such a small population, you build really close relationships to everyone like there. And like I was just so sad because I had to leave like my friends and like the place I knew, like what high school I knew, and I was just like sad. Plus, it was like a week before school started, and the county I'm in now, school started like a few days earlier than it did in Gwinnett County, so I only had a few days to get enrolled, get my classes chosen, and I was just like, if you were gonna kick me out, why couldn't you tell me that like before, like, or like earlier, so I had more time to get everything ready. And so and he still made me come back for like my summer class to finish it apparently, and so I went back there to finish my summer class, and then I spent like the whole day like trying to get everything ready because I had to get shots for the new school. I had to go like get my doctor's consensus or whatever, and then I had to go to this other place to like get enrolled in my county system, and then I had to go to the school, talk to the counselors, and get my classes chosen, which like I guess I was really lucky because there's like 100, like more than 100 people on the list to like get everything ready, but or like to get into the school, like they were all missing papers or something, and so like I was really lucky to get it done within a few days, like in time to start the first day of school with everybody. And so yeah, so now I go to my home high school, and I was talking to people about the whole situation, and they were like, no, like you're not leaving anybody behind. If they were truly your friend and like they care, like they'll keep in touch. Like if you move and then you no longer like talk to that person again, like they weren't, I don't want to say true friends, they weren't like meant to be in your life like after that, if they're not willing to put in the effort. And like that was really comforting to hear, because now school's been going on for a few weeks now, and I still talk to most of who I considered like my best friends, so I wasn't really worried. It was just like seeing them, I guess. I don't know, it's weird, but yeah. So that gets to that point. So now I'm at this new school. And I'm not gonna lie, the first like 2 days were like kind of struggle for me because it was my first time moving. It's the first time for me like to be in this type of experience, like having to be the new girl, I guess, essentially. And it was kind of awkward the first 2 days. Like because everyone already had their friendships, you know? Like I wasn't starting school like freshman, like when everybody else was starting high school. I was starting high school as an upperclassman, and everyone already had their relationships, their friendships, and I was just like the new girl trying to fit in, you know? But then I found my group and I love them, they're amazing. And I don't consider myself shy, maybe at first when you first meet me, but I'm not a shy person, so I wasn't really worried about making home high school. It was just like weird. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. So basically that gets to where I am now. Well, I guess Q&A time? Oh wait, I asked like y'all to ask me questions on my Instagram, but then I just realized I'm recording on my phone. Instagram is not as universal as like it's on your phone, so I can only see who viewed my story, but I can't see like the questions y'all asked me. So I'm gonna type them really quickly, and then like I'll just type them and then I'll answer them. Okay, so we're back, and I'm just gonna answer a few questions because it's already a really long video. Like I kind of rambled on about like the whole transition part, so I'm just gonna answer a few. Somebody asked, why did you want to start a YouTube channel? And I've always wanted like basic, you know, I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I'm also really into like photography, and I wanted to test out videography and like editing and everything. And plus I just have like a lot more time on my hands since like I don't go to GSMST anymore, and why not like put that energy into something that's like really cool. And I also like, I'm the type of person who's like a hoarder. Like I hoard all memories like on my Snap. Like I'll record everything, and so I think it's just like a more creative way to like put videos together into something like I can watch when I'm older and just be like, oh my god, those were like the good old days. What's your future career aspirations? I haven't really decided what I wanted to do. Over the summer I interned at a criminal law office, and that was really interesting. And this year I've based my classes off of history and just humanities type of classes. So if I do major in law, criminal law, I do want to minor in business. My parents have had their own store since I was like 4, or since I was really little. I think it was before I was 4, and like I've been helping them run the store for a really long time, like since I was 4 when I came to America until now, and I still do. So, and I thought I wanted to do business for the longest time until like I discovered law, and I started watching like true crime videos, like criminal law, and they were like really interesting to me. Someone said, on a scale of 1 to 100, how much of a this girl are you? Maybe a 50, like half. I got this necklace because like I'm basic and I really like it, and I have a hydro flask. I got this because like my mom needed something else, like to buy something else off of Amazon to get free shipping, and she's just like, oh, what do you want? I'm like, oh, a hydro flask, you know? And so I got a hydro flask. Another person asked, what's most attractive in a guy? Like, what do I find most attractive in a guy? Personality wise, like the ability to be like quick-witted. Like if I were to like make a joke, like make fun of you, for them to like have a comeback and like make fun of me. But like, I don't know, something about like banter, like going back and forth, like I think it shows like some sort of intelligence in a guy to be able to like, you know, have a comeback so quickly. That's so weird. But a more generic answer is like confidence. Like something about when a guy knows what they want and take the measures to get what they want, like that's really attractive to me. Who's your role model? I don't know. Do I have a role model? Okay, here's the answer that my cousin wants it to be. My cousin, Andy Zhang, is my role model. But we'll give it to him. I'll say he's my role model. How do you get your skin so clear? Do a night routine and makeup routine video. My skin is not clear, number one. I'm just far away, so you can't see my skin. But yeah. So for like future videos on this channel, I kind of wanted it to be like vlogs, like my day-to-day. Oh my god, someone, when I was like, what type of content do you want to see from me, someone was like, vlogs. I want to see how you're doing on a daily basis, and that just made my heart go like, oh, you know. But yeah, and for sure I'll do like my makeup routine, but like I'm not a beauty guru. I don't know how to do makeup. I just like put stuff on my face and hopefully it turns out correctly. And then my night routine, it's actually like really complicated because I had bad acne. Like I had breakouts a lot, and since I like started doing the new routine, like my skin has gotten a lot better, but it's not clear. And clothing haul, it was just like suggestions of videos. yeah, for sure. Clothing hauls, like, you need the money to go buy clothing, you know, and I'm trying to pay for my classes, not books. Like, I'm just kidding. Yeah, for sure. When I do go shopping, I'll like record, like vlog, and then when I get home, I'll just like do what did I buy type of video. So that's all the questions I'm gonna answer for today, and thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, got to know me a little bit better. I actually didn't even tell you guys anything about me. I just kind of explained like where I came from, what happened, and where's my current situation at. Basically, I'm incompetent and I forgot to film an outro, so thank you for watching.